My name is Phyllis Calora. I live in Pearl River. The studio is my house. I don't work out of anywhere. I work on my dining room table mostly. My phone number is 845-558-2766.
I guess that's how people get a hold of you?
Yeah. I'm available. I work at the Hilton part-time, so I'm mostly doing tiles. I met Dan because I heard from Facebook that he was doing a mannequin show. I told him I didn't need to pick one up, I have my own. So I brought him that one in the corner, and then he came to my house, and he wanted to see my work, and all my work is in my house almost. And he loved it, so he asked me to bring more, and then he asked me to bring my halves. So all my halves are on this table and over there. You know, most of the bodies are what they were, except for I made the collar, I made this, I made the Indian Nehru collar. You know, like I made some of the clothes. The one behind you. So I made her breasts out of balloons. I got a little bit carried away, but you know, she's got the busty little figure. I made her apron. You know, other than that, they are what they are, most of them. I don't know, they're all over my house. They're in the tile store in Suffern. And I just kind of make them as I see them. Most of them I cover with plaster sheeting, as if you were making a cast. Because they don't, some of the mannequins are sheer plastic and they won't stick. So it's tile cement like you would do on a floor. And I put it on with a toothpick. I do a little line and then I stick them on. I do a little line, I do it with a toothpick. They take, I would say, most of them at least a month. Because I only work on them when I'm in the mood, unless I'm really excited about it. And then I grout them, and then I seal them. And this was all leftover tiles that I had. I didn't have enough of one thing. And I made her collar out of piping insulation that you would put over piping. I made my Indian because I love Indian fashion. And I don't know. That's about it. They're all over my house. And now they're here.
Hi, my name's Stephen Peabody, and this is one of my examples of the mannequin show. It's actually part of a set. Where the tape lines are was, I didn't want to go too far with it, so I didn't want to write on it and make it political, but, and I see that the outside must have put a bit of a patina on it. But anyway, I was going to write across it freedom of love, and the match was freedom of speech. But I left it at this point, so I was very fortunate to be at the entrance of the exhibit. And my address is not Union City, it's not Union, New Jersey, it's Union City. And beautiful exhibit. I would love to say everyone should see this because of the heart that's gone into it and the love of art and expressing beauty during the fearsome shutdown to the world.
My name is Jessica Black, and I'm from Nyack, and we're here at the 100 Mannequins Art Reborn exhibition. And I got involved through the Nyack Art Collective. It was mentioned during one of our meetings that this was going on, and so I contacted Dan, and he was kind enough to walk me through the process, got me hooked up with the mannequin, and kind of started from there. And in terms of my inspiration, I actually ended up going through a couple of ideas. What I originally wanted to do was look at different women through history. I had one of those old tear-off calendars, the one that has like 365 days, and each of them was an individual woman or a significant event that happened for women in history. And so as I was reading through them, I was fascinated by information I didn't know, because it really covered a wide range of people. And so when I got this project, I was like, you know what, that would be really great to do maybe a collage or something like that. And then when I tried to do a collage, it just didn't turn out right. So I came up with the idea of selecting women that really had to focus on their personal power and achieving their goals. So I wanted to pick out women that faced some kind of adversity when they were trying to achieve whatever their goal was. So the women that are here represented in the Cape go from early centuries, 4th, 5th, 13th century, all the way down to 21st century. And each of them had to face some kind of challenge in order to achieve whatever they wanted to achieve. The coloring of the mannequin is based on the idea that you are bringing power from your personal chakra, which is located at your solar plexus. So I tried to connect the idea of where we get our motivation from and where we get our energy from, and the element of the sun, which is the element of that chakra, and just what motivates people and what gives them a sense of personal power and autonomy. And so if you read the artist statement that I provided, it's really a focus on women that achieved or was trying to achieve their autonomy over their lives, and doing that through achieving whatever goal that they were looking for.
Hi, my name is Carissa Andahar. This is my mannequin. I met Dan through work, actually. I'm a manager at Michael's. So he kind of just brought it up to me, and I asked him if I could make one. And that's pretty much how we got this. My inspiration for the piece was actually on mental health. How someone could be so grounded to their strengths of trying to get through. Mental health meaning depression, whether it's anything really, mental health related. How we can be so grounded, but yet going through so much in our heads. So that's kind of where I got this from. I actually did all yarn work on the piece. So this here is all yarn and moss. I did spray paint throughout, glue guns, paint markers, pretty much anything that I really had, but mostly the lower half is all yarn work. Little strands I cut, put it all into different patterns, and just went along with the pattern itself of the shape of the mannequin itself.
So I'm Sherry Cami, and actually this is the first day that I'm meeting Dan. I heard about him from an old student of mine named Roxanne Lorch, who did a project with him. And she said, call him. He is doing something very exciting. And I thought, this is the strangest sounding project I have ever heard of. But I talked to Dan, and he was so excited about what he was doing that he convinced me to join in, and I convinced several other artists who have worked here to join in also. It's been an amazing, wonderful, wonderful experience. I have two pieces here. One is up front, and it is a mannequin that was so beautifully made with all the anatomy shapes in it that I decided to do an anatomy man. And I wanted to do it in colors that would show up in the evening as well as during the day. He is a golem. A golem is a long historic folk character. Golems are called up out of the earth when people on the earth are in trouble and need help. And so the golem is there to help people. But golems sometimes listen and sometimes don't, so they're a bit on the mischievous side. But essentially a helper to mankind. And these days I think we need some help. So I did a golem. She is very different. She's what the name for, I've got to make sure I get it right, I have to spell it and I have to find it. Ataraxis. Ataraxis. Ataraxis is a Roman and Greek goddess of enlightenment and serenity. So she is Ataraxis Luna, because Luna is the goddess of the moon who watches over all of us and is the goddess of birth and life and nature. So those were the inspirations of both of them. She lights up at night, so maybe we can get a better picture of her. She lights up because the moon shines with the stars. So this is my golem. A golem is a powerful spirit brought into and alive from the earth when people need some help. So a golem is a helper to solve problems in the world. And this mannequin was so beautifully built that I wanted to capture all the anatomical shapes that I found in the actual mannequin. I don't know who designed this mannequin, but whoever it was really an amazing anatomy person.
I'm Charlotte Mucan. I am associated with Charvaz Studio, which is my own art practice. And I had the honor of meeting Danny and Dan and Trudy Regan Foundation through the Nyack Art Collective. So that's how I found out about the project, and I'm standing with my piece here. And my inspiration is really coming from the earth and the ground and what's above us and the human connection that inspires us and how we all can grow and grow together and feel each other's energy in our own spheres, and how it's not only within us, but it's external energy as well. I think Dan and Trudy have done an absolutely incredible job putting this together. Also the executive director of the Pelham Art Center, so I got to get a few other artists involved, and I'm so grateful Nyack Art Collective has 25 artists involved. Pelham Art Center got 5 artists involved, and the public programming is amazing of what's planned here. It truly is spectacular. And to have this revitalization of art and feel the creativity in a brand new way is just truly spectacular. It's the best way to come out of the situation we've been in with art, creativity, and above all, hope.